And welcome back to Momentous Struggles coverage of Adepticon 2024. This video will be for round 2 of the Premier Showdown event featuring Matt Butcher and JD. Matt will be running the CAD Dooku versus JD, who's running Dooku Mother Talzin. Matt's full list is CAD Bane with Kalani and the B2s, Count Dooku with Jango, Fett, and MagnaGuard. JD will be running Count Dooku with Kraken and the B1s, and Mother Talzin with Savage, Oppress, and the B2s. Let's go ahead and jump into the action live.
All right, so we can see down here we got the, of course, on shifting priorities, always going to have the middle points set up, and then we are going to, so everything on that center line is going to be active, and then the one on the top, on the right-hand side, on JD's side, is going to be the top, and then the bottom of Matt's side as well. So we are off to the races. We got the B2, so not a very impactful start, but is kind of like you really don't want a huge, you don't want one of your primaries this early in the game for sure. All right. And a couple of little bit minor little tasks here of just making sure they got the force out and all the force that they're going to be using so before they start the game. So, and look who is back. It is Dan Cole. How we doing, Mr. Dan? Okay.
I got a sandwich for lunch and realized I forgot to get mayonnaise. I was in a hurry to get back.
It's
a sad story.
It is a sad story.
I don't know what to do now. There's a thing of ranch over there. That could work.
That was my ranch from yesterday, so you can use that if you want. It's just sitting there.
I might just put that on it. Either way, I probably won't eat it for a while.
Yeah, we're off and running for sure. So looks like we have the B2s going up right now for their first activation of the game. We got JD on the right, Matt on the left. Both of them sporting their Hello There Chic t-shirts.
Nice. So perfect timing is what you're saying.
Perfect timing. You showed up just in time. Showed up just in time. So yeah, no, we
what do we got? Dooku and Cad Bane.
Dooku Bane versus Mama and Dooku on the other side.
All right.
So it's a Dooku Cad Bane all droids list. Actually, Matt is a local player for us here, or for me in Arizona. He actually flew in on the same flight with us on our way here on Wednesday. So yeah, he flew in, and so we have seen a lot of his. I've seen him pilot this droid list personally a few times. So he is a very, very good player.
So which way are you biased then?
I might be a little biased. It's entirely possible, but I will try not to be.
But if he's a regular opponent, do you want to see him lose, or do you want him to win?
In all honesty, it's like I want to see good games, but I'm always going to be rooting for my home team, all the players that I play with and everything like that. So I'm definitely rooting for Matt here.
Very fair.
For sure. I mean, but I'm sure JD will give him a good game as well, so we're looking forward to that.
You're a casual professional, though, so you know how to, turn that off.
I know. I can turn it off
and be unbiased.
Exactly. So, yeah, we did have a Kalani activation here as well, so Kalani's going to go ahead and move those B2s up, and that's kind of where he's doing it right now, and he might end up moving the... Okay, so so I think that was all the movements Kalani is going to be doing with all of his droids, just kind of pumping them forward. Now Kalani's going to go ahead and move forward, see if he can get into range. So right there, kind of in that center of that point. Going to go ahead and pop a shot right there into the B2s.
Might as well.
Might as well. Oh, sorry, the B1s. Yeah, shooting into the B1s.
Who's being streamed? So we have Matt on the left and JD on the right?
Matt on the left, JD on the right. That is correct.
A lot of expertise there.
A lot of expertise. Not exactly what he's wanting to see.
Looks like he's got 2 hits and a crit.
2 hits and a crit. But, yeah, the 2 failures there, that's not that great. B1s have one of the worst expertise, so on if the 1 expertise gets them nothing.
I mean, that's how it should be. They're not experts at anything.
Yep, yeah. So 5 damage and a shove. Matt's going to walk around the table just to...
5 damage?
Yeah. Well, Kalani can pump out some damage.
Yeah.
He's a super tactical droid.
The super technical droids get good guns.
Yeah, they got the good guns. And they're smarter, too, so they can sit there and shoot better.
They can actually aim.
Yeah, they can actually...
B1's missed out on the aiming protocols built into their AI. But they have sarcasm in there, though.
They do. They were
I
programmed
hate this job.
They were programmed with sarcasm for sure. So yeah, that's basically Kalani.
Almost missed a hunker statue.
So 4 damage. We're missing the Tunker there. And bless you, sir. So yeah, what we're looking at here, I think did he get the tactical network off? I think he did. And
He just 2 successes, so.
Using Cad Bane's reactive.
Oh, now Cad Bane's reactive ability after the attack there takes place.
Moving on up. Up.
And then he is going to play 1 for the tactical network.
Ooh, Technical Network.
Yep. Should be able to get...
Moving those B2s up can be nasty. They can hit hard.
They can, and I think that'll be able to help him get onto a point as well.
Downvoting people's got a good point. You don't need to aim if you're numberless. It's kind of like the orc philosophy. Just throw enough shots out there and some will hit.
Yeah.
Some will even be good hits.
Just win by sheer volume of hits.
Exactly.
Yep, so he did go ahead and use his tactical network to basically get up there onto that point. And scoring 2 points.
Ba-ba-ba.
And now the B2's on the right-hand side. It's interesting that it's like droid.
Yeah. And JD's got B1s and B2s.
He does.
I like it. I like the theme.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at a lot of droid synergies going on. JD's not as deep into the droid synergies and as Matt is over on his side.
He doesn't have any super tacticals, does he?
He has 1. He has Kraken along with Dooku, but on the other side with Mother Talzin, he decided to bring Savage Oppress. Bless you.
Thank you. Feel some of that con crud starting to creep in.
Oh no, that's not a good thing.
I might have to go to bed earlier tonight. I don't even know what time I went to bed last night. It was dark. I don't think it was like insanely late. I think it was like midnight or something.
Well, you were up here on the MCP side doing streams all night, weren't you?
We finished at like 9, and then we did like awards and stuff, and then we went and played some games. Got yelled at by some people. It was really funny.
Nice.
Like in jest during the game. We played some Cards Against Humanity with some strangers.
Oh, nice.
Not sure how that happened, but...
The things you get roped into at a con.
Yeah. There's a guy, Brad, yelling at us a bunch. We were Lindsay and her friends. Because Tim introduced us. He introduced himself, and then me and Danny, and then went back around the table to Lindsay, so he got a lot of crap for that. It was like, you introduced your wife last? So he's like, Lindsay, I'm sorry for the disrespect. I'm glad you're here with your friends. So it was Lindsay and everybody else. It was really funny.
That's hilarious.
It was very Tim. He likes to introduce Lindsay as his first wife. Which is pretty funny. Makes her mad.
So the judge team over here is basically is finding it absolutely hilarious that the promo picture that Lindsay took is containing an illegal placement of a droid on their screen.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's got the overhang. I think it's just funny because that was like on our first stream, our first match.
It's not in media res, though. It's not during the game.
It was just a picture for a picture. It was just fun. Yeah, to showcase the model.
Did somebody screenshot that and send it to you?
Yeah, someone screenshotted it.
Just so you know, it's illegal. I know, they didn't even start yet.
It's like, it was just the promo photo.
It's for funsies. And Lindsay doesn't play Shatterpoint, so...
Yeah, she's just there to take pictures and make sure everybody knows what's going on.
She's got her little shop open as well. If you're watching while you're here, you can come get some cool stuff, some PCN merch, like koozies and T-shirts, and even my book, novel I wrote. And any purchase, you can get a signed by the PCN copy of Rush Hour 2 or Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring on VHS. To add to your collector wall, signed by PCN, whoever. If you want Todd and Aubrey to throw their signatures on it too, you can do that. It's really funny.
I find it absolutely.
Thanks, Hispanic Potato.
I find it absolutely hilarious that you guys decided to get those VHS and sign those. That is the funniest thing.
Well, to be fair, you don't say it was all Tim. 100% Tim. It's his favorite kind of shtick. He bought like 200 total VHSs for like $50 off of somebody on Facebook Marketplace, and was trying to figure out how to like get rid of them in a funny way. So he decided, let's if people buy anything, they get a copy of it, and then I don't know where this us signing it came from. Yesterday, somebody thought it was like signed by the actual cast. They're like, no, it's just us.
not anybody special.
So far, one person was like, I'll just take the shirt or whatever. I don't need the VHS, thank you.
Yeah. So, all right. So here comes an attack by the B2s. They used their saturation fire to add some additional dice.
Pew, pew, pew.
So, of course,
Who was that into? I missed that.
I did. Aubrey, who's that attack into? Aubrey.
Oh, he's going over something.
Yeah. Aubrey.
It's Hispanic Potato. I have a lot of practice on the smile. My dad's a photographer.
Who was the attack
so.
into?
Are there B2s?
Okay, B2s into B2s.
B2 v B2.
The 2v2.
2B2 B2. 2B2 wop wop wop. 2B into 2B. No, wait. It's starting already. It's only game 2. How many rounds do we have today of
This
this?
is only 4.
4? Okay.
Yeah, only 4. So basically after this, we're halfway home.
Right? Only 4. So like 10 hours?
Exactly, just 10 hours.
Just 10.
Not too bad.
I hope for MCP today we've got 6.
Yeah,
for the timeline
timelines.
event.
Yeah,
We'll be going until like 11 tonight. It's going to be, the last couple games are probably going to be real interesting to listen to. All right, so we still have the B2s going. Looks like we're getting a shove here. Push back underneath that bridge. Shooby-doo, wah, wah, wah. Got a lot of moving up. Flipping that middle point back. He's scoring, looks like 3? 4. Scoring 4.
That is a big swing.
Yeah.
He kind of needed that because, like, Jango off the top is going to sit there and decide whether he's going to sit there and utilize it or maybe put him into reserve.
Looks like going to reserve. I see force flipping, unless he's just jumping right away. He's thinking about it.
Yeah.
I do like that balancing mechanic, not allowing the first player to go to score, but they can still claim.
Right.
I think is a great spot. It makes sense. So we are reserving Jango for more B2.
Yeah, just B2s going like this.
So we have Mat 2s. B2 Mats.
B2 Mats.
B Mat 2s.
Mat B2. B2 what?
Yes. And then tomorrow all games for pause for the reveal.
That is
absolutely.
Correct, yes.
Make sure you're on the PCN Twitch for that. Twitch.tv/Professional Casual Network. We will be streaming that.
I think we're going to dual cast it.
That would make a lot of sense, yeah. I hope so.
Yeah, he has. He has the ability to, from Twitch, to sit there and send it over. So, yeah, we'll definitely be bringing it back over this one.
It's been really handy since we got to partner a couple months ago, being able to simulcast.
Yes.
Because Tim's been doing a lot of stuff on Twitch, then it's also on YouTube and TikTok.
Nice, which
if you're
is
on
nice.
TikTok, make sure to follow Professional Casual there as well.
B2 on B2 again.
Yep, B2's going into the B2s.
Zamp. It's opening up.
There's a lot of shaking going on there. So, yeah, that is a lot of expertise and a lot of failures. That is kind of unfortunate. Because
4 expertise.
Yeah, so the expertise on the B2s is just damage.
Oh, I mean, that's not terrible.
Yeah, 2 damage and a shove, basically.
It's damage isn't always. It's interesting. Damage. You don't always want just damage in this game.
No.
Effects and shoves are often more important. But
without a doubt.
If you get a lot of damage in, then it's just as good.
It very much so. But I mean, looking at going into the B2s, like you need to do 8 damage to sit there and really to put a wound token on them. So really, like being able to displace them with the shoves or putting some conditions on them are definitely going to be the way to go. You really kind of want to do that. So basically looking at just kind of doing some measurements here on Matt's side, just trying to get the exact measurements of how far everything is to shoot.
V2s are a solid support. Like, I like to say that they're basic. They don't do a lot. They can dash, they can get more dice, and they have protection. But
I think they're all around.
that's enough. I
yeah,
think
as a
they're
support
good.
unit, I think they're all around. I mean, it is interesting, like with their expertise chart, with only being able to do damage on those range attacks, and you don't want them up in the fight that much. I mean, they can get up there, but you don't want them to be too far up on they're kind of a gun line unit, but you can definitely put them up there because of that protection.
Yeah, they're pretty durable with 8 health and protection.
Right. So it does
That
a
adds
lot
up.
for it. So, but you don't want to make, but the 8 is still a little low. So here we go. So the dice, 3 expertise on there is going to turn into 2 blocks if he's going back into the B2s again.
Protection stop the damage.
No damage because of protection. All right. See, tough nut to crack.
It is, yeah. But B2s into B2s, I mean, it's not a wasted attack, which is fine because like you're still your B2s are not really going to be there to sit there and put out the damage. You're not wanting them to be your big damage dealers. They got those big bases, so they're beyond those points, kind of hold those objectives. If they can do some displacement, that would be fantastic, but
Yeah.
it didn't work out particularly this time.
It's one of those too, when it's only the second activation, you don't really have a lot of targets.
Right.
So like, they're in range, I might as well shoot them.
Exactly.
Not a bad idea, especially when you can get 2 attacks off. Staying in the middle, or back to the middle, so momentum for each.
Yeah, so basically back to the middle. And we pull the Savage Oppress right here, looking to see if that's someone who's going to want to activate or potentially put them into reserve.
All right, so what do we got on the other side? Savage.
He pulled Savage.
I didn't realize Savage was in this one. I missed
Yeah,
that.
he's using Mother Talzin with Savage and the B2s.
I like Savage. He's got such a cool look.
Yes.
He's so similar to Darth Maul, but he's not at the same time. I mean, besides being a yellow Zabraxon, but like I love how he's like the big, muscly one. I kind of wish he had gone with just a single-sided lightsaber and had used it like a great weapon or something.
Right, like a
if
great
he had like a
sword.
real big like Daikatana lightsaber, but like they all have to use double-sided.
Yes.
Which sometimes drives me crazy that every Sith user other than Dooku and Vader and Palpatine have double-sided, but they are awesome too.
Yeah, I mean, like, I just don't remember that iconic part of the original trilogy when the first time you see that double lightsaber when Maul,
Oh my God.
that scene on Naboo where he's like,
For
and
real.
then like the second saber lights up, and you're
This
like,
one I wish they hadn't put in the trailer because that would have been such a great moment to experience in theaters the first time.
right,
Because I was like
That was before the game.
12, 13 when the episode 1 came out, and to see Maul, who just looks awesome,
right.
and there's the zoom, and then the other side is just like every time it blows your mind. It's so cool. I always thought it was really weird in Clone Wars when they flip-flopped. When Savage and Maul team up, Maul goes to just a single-bladed lightsaber, and Savage goes with the double, and I'm like, but the double was Maul's thing.
Right.
Like, he should have stuck with the double and given Savage a single.
Well, I mean, and I kind of get it, especially because he had the dark saber, and that was like the symbolism of having the dark saber.
Yeah, I mean, you got that later.
And maybe they were leading into that, like that piece of it, or just the broken, how he was a broken person and mended back
Yeah.
together. I mean, there's, I'm sure there's some sort of symbology to it, and that I'm overlooking for sure.
Right. Especially with Dave Filoni behind the wheel there. I'm sure there were reasons that weren't explicit in the show
Right.
why they did that. Plus,
Yep.
he had that really cool thing with like the hook on the top of it because it was like a garbage lightsaber.
Right.
Maybe that's all it was. Like he didn't have 2 kyber crystals
Exactly.
to rub together, literally, to make that double-sided. So we got Cad Bane moving up.
Cad Bane.
The TO stole Aubrey from us for a moment, so we're kind of
Yeah.
flying here. Let's see. Looks like we're shooting Savage. Maybe he's pointing to him at least.
Yeah. Matt likes to. The nice thing about playing against Matt is he makes sure that he is communicating very effectively what he's doing, what his rules are, what the rules for each individual person that he is activating is. So he clearly communicates everything that he does at the table, and so it makes it for a very good opponent for sure because
Right.
it's like there's nothing unknown in the process.
It's
of
an
the game.
open information game,
Yeah.
but having that communication is still important because there's so much stuff on every card. Like, it's really difficult to have every character down.
Exactly.
Great roll,
Great
by the
roll,
way.
yeah,
2
expertise.
crits, 3 hits, some expertise.
That expertise is going to turn into another crit.
Oh,
So only 2 blocks.
so it looks like
I think
4
it's gonna
going
be 4
through.
down the tree.
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah. And we're not sure which side he is on. But
Either way, it starts with 2 damage.
Exactly. 2 damage, 3. You're looking at either 7 or 6
on this
damage.
side.
Okay.
Yeah, he's on needs no introduction.
Got it. So that's going to be that's going to be a total of 6 damage coming through, and then it's just a matter of which conditions he's going to put on him. He can jump or heal. He's going to get a shove in there, and then it's a matter of disarm or pin. So a lot of great conditions going on here. If he did go into Savage, which I believe he did, putting the pin on there is going to be great because it stops his ability to jump back.
You see a bunch of tokens on Savage's side. Looks like we're just getting an advance now. And scoring 2, so it's still off of his side, so we get some momentum.
Correct.
I see tokens on Savage's card. I can't tell exactly what they are from here.
Yeah, they're at the far end of the table.
He's
there.
too far away. I can't see them. If Danny was here, she'd probably be able to read it. I call her Eagle Eye because her eyes are way better than mine. How about you step aside?
That is, I love the names of all these different abilities that they've utilized.
So good.
Like that. Just great names for everything.
And just imagining it in the sweet Cad Bane voice.
Right.
How about you step aside?
Yeah, unfortunately, I just cannot get a good view of what those are.
There's a hunker on him and
Is it a
looks like a strain.
Yeah, it looks like a strain, so I'm not sure
know
what
how
he
we
did
got
put in.
that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe it wasn't going into Savage. That might have been just like the overall where we didn't see
Or maybe
it.
he's on the other. It looks like he's on the needs no introduction side.
But he still would have.
That's better for range anyway. Did he roll 8 dice? I guess it kind of would answer that question. I don't remember.
All right. So we have Kraken going for an attack here. So 2 crits, 3 hits. So it turns into 3 crits and 3 strikes.
Ooh.
All failures.
Wow, 4 failures.
All 6 are going through here.
Looks like that was on B2s. He's slapping more damage down and a wound.
Yeah, this is automatically going to wound him here.
And when you get that many successes, who cares about protection?
Right.
It's great against plink damage, not a big whammy.
Yeah, that was just those 4 failures were just brutal.
Yeah, it doesn't help when the dice are doing you no favors.
Right.
And they get pushed back twice.
A double push, yeah.
3 times,
yeah,
lady.
It was just all the way down the street.
Follow up. And another follow up. Just a little bit. Oh, he's overlapping, so got to back up. Noise. Wow. It's Kraken, right? Or was it Kalani? I think that's Kraken. Killing it. Great activation. Rip. Yeah, for real. Oh, well. William.
Yeah, so that was just absolutely brutal.
Got diced there.
Yeah. Big rip on that one. That was just like a rough.
Sometimes dice are going to dice.
Yeah. I mean,
Flipping that point. Scoring.
and with the amount of
4
players,
again.
right? With the amount of players that we have here, I mean, one is not going to get one loss is not going to get you out of the top 4.
No.
I mean, like this is 1-1, so especially like whatever the outcome is. I mean, Matt is definitely capable of winning the next 2 struggles in a row
Yeah.
as a player. He's definitely a solid player. So, but basically, like looking at like that long term down the road, you're wanting to, if you do get the loss here, you're really wanting your opponent to just win out and be one of those 4-0s to give you a better strength.
Right.
schedule.
You hope they win the rest
Yeah,
of
it's
them.
like, okay, now that you beat me, let's sit there and see you just go on
Meet
a
you
nice
again in the finals.
Right.
We did get Jango out of reserve here.
All right, which makes sense. I mean, now
Looks like he jumped up and then took a ladder back down the other side. Shooting Savage.
so he might have done a focus because the focus will give him a free jump. Man. So 2 failures. 3 crits though. 3 expertise, I should say. So 3 expertise on Jango is pretty solid because he has a pretty good expertise chart. So 3 is going to be 2 crits right off the bat.
Oof,
So
that's real good.
that does help.
He has 2 crits, 2 hits then.
Yep. And now here comes our defensive roll. A lot of expertise there.
I mean, he's a force wielder, so that should be pretty good.
And he was going into Savage here. So
After protection, it will be 2 damage and strain. There is a jump from Savage's next.
2
All
damage
right.
and a strain.
And Savage gets to jump.
Savage gets to jump.
Was he already strained though? So that's another damage, I think.
We'll wait and see what he does.
I think he's got 6 on him now. I think
Yeah.
he made change for
So-
the 5.
So if he decides to do the move, and I don't want to say this too loud, but if he does decide to do the jump, it is gonna trigger the strain. So he would take 3 damage off of that strain. So I don't want to say that too loud because it is a decision that he has to make without outside influence.
And he's on an objective, so there's a double reason
Not to move,
jump.
not to jump. So I don't see him doing it.
Right.
But I wouldn't expect to see it at this level. Someone make a mistake that level, but sometimes that can happen.
Yeah. Or they might think if it's worth it to get on a point, like if you got
Correct.
shoved off or something, but didn't happen here.
Correct.
I love that. Curse of Todd's Dice will haunt generations of players. Right, Potato? I'm like, yes.
Yeah, I think we're going to be having a dice burning ceremony for sure.
I mean, you got a set of,
The new ones, yeah.
I don't remember how many come in a set, but.
It looks like 8 and 8. I was counting it out, so 8 of each dice.
All right, I have them arranged there. Ooh, Dooku.
So Count Dooku has been flipped off of the order deck here. Let's see where we get from him.
So JD's Dooku is way in the bottom right corner, next to that little satellite dish.
Yeah, kind of like sitting next to the satellite dish and some rocks. He's going to go ahead and put
Putting
him
in reserve.
Reserving.
And we're going to get Shatterpoint.
it's
I was
Mother T,
wrong.
though.
Mother Talzin. A little bit. Little baby horn for Mother Talzin.
I mean,
Because we're not disappointed we got her.
not disappointed at all. No, we like to see our primaries going up and having some fun for sure.
I like that, though, because I believe he only has the Shatterpoint left. So then he can go with Dooku next and then knows he's going to Shatterpoint for the last activation. That's a pretty good spot to have it.
Correct.
I mean, he's winning the struggle right now anyway, saving stuff for later.
Yeah.
Just getting in position for struggle 2.
I mean, that was a little bit of a risky move to sit there knowing that your Shatterpoint was in there. It was going to be 50-50 Dooku or Mother or your Shatterpoint. So, if you really didn't want your Shatterpoint there. But going into struggle 2,
that sets him up.
back to Matt, yeah.
I think it sets him up well for struggle 2, especially with Matt getting the advantages here with choosing stuff. Starting, you have a choice of Dooku or the Shatterpoint.
Exactly.
I mean, we could just see Dooku go twice and just have a ton of fun. He doesn't have a lot in range down there, though.
Right. All right. Well, I don't know how many we have on right now. So basically, we're trying to determine, what do you think? Is it this one or this one for our question?
I think the one you're showing right now is more difficult.
Do you think so?
Yeah. So
We'll say-
if you want to go, that one's a little bit easier.
A little bit
but
easier? Okay.
I wouldn't call that easy by any means, but still easier.
Okay. So because everybody loves the sequel trilogy as much as they do, I'm going to go and sit there and give give another sequel trilogy question. So a hint there, just for you guys out there. So I'm looking for a name. And like last time we did the Finn question.
Oh, nice.
So now we're going to be we're looking for a name. It's a name of a place.
Proper noun.
Yeah. So what we're looking for is, in The Last Jedi, Rose and Finn went to a casino. And this is for the dice. So we went to a casino. What is the name of that casino that Rose and Finn went to in The Last Jedi? If you get the first person to get the correct answer, we'll get the Adepticon dice. I will mail those out to you. Or if you have someone local here that can deliver them to you, I will drop them off.
They're known as the silver metallic dice here. Trying to get the light on them right.
Right? But the silver metallic dice, the Adepticon ones, so whoever, if you are out there listening, go ahead and give us the name. There it is. Kimberly again.
Wow. I don't know. She didn't spell it right, though.
I know. But you know what? She came in firing. We'll give it to her. I'm just going to be sending you a package.
Whoop, whoop.
And,
Whoop, whoop.
yeah, coming in.
Nice job there, Kimberly.
All right. So the next two items, though, we're going to be doing rounds 3 and 4. Those are the big ones. We got an Adepticon mat that we're going to be giving out.
Ooh, oh, this painting mat?
The painting mat that we're going to be giving out.
I'm going to make a mess if I pick that up. I'm just going to
I'll show it. But we got the painting mat that we're going to be coming up with next. And that's really awesome. So that'll be next round.
It's a nice, like, I don't know if it's, rubbery material.
Awesome. So we are setting up for the next struggle.
We've been double-crossed.
We have been double-crossed. So it's going to be the bottom two. So the bottom left and bottom center. And then the middle right side is going to be your points. Yep. So Dooku is coming forward and going to do a force lightning into Savage.
Oh, that's nice. Kim said that it would be okay for William to win it because he got it in right after her.
Okay.
Since you already got something. That's super kind of you.
That was very kind of you. So, all right, William. So the best way to do it, like I said, is if you have someone here locally at Adepticon, I can definitely go ahead and give me their name. I will go ahead and provide that, give them the dice to deliver to you. If not, go ahead and message Momentous Struggle on Facebook. We will go ahead and mail those out to you. Again, that's probably going to be on Tuesday. So I'll be mailing those out to you on Tuesday. So get those on their way to you.
All right. TOs keep stealing Aubrey from us
Right.
to find out what happened. But Dooku definitely got some damage through. Who was he zapping? Kraken?
Yeah, I think it was Kraken.
You got quite a few choices there because that lightning's got good range.
It does. It's a range 4, I believe. So, yeah, I mean, he's got some decent range on it.
Kind of missed who he put the tokens on there.
All right, now Duke is going to be doing a move here. Move on to that point.
Good job, Hispanic Potato.
So basically, he went ahead and did that move after that attack.
Really securing that point with... Wait, no.
Yeah, he did because I believe he wounded Kraken. I believe Kraken is wounded at this point in time.
Right, there are B1s there, but they're on the bottom level, not on the same elevation.
Correct, so that would not count. You're right.
Well, we'll get clarification when Aubrey gets back. There's 3 TOs talking to him right now.
Right. I think they're trying to figure out, because we've just had so many judge situations at the main table here.
Oh, yeah. I don't see any tokens on Kraken. That must have been into something else. Maybe he shot the B1s below?
No, I mean, that's potential. I mean, or maybe into the B2s weren't already hit.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Savage has got...
Or maybe he just didn't get any damage through.
I'm not sure.
I thought he rolled well there, but we got a little distracted by our question.
So maybe he did it into the B1s as far as, but yeah, he definitely did wound somebody because there was a mom trigger there. All right. So now Mom's going to go and do her 5 dice attack in response.
Did he put tokens on the table there?
Yeah, potentially.
This is where we need our eyes in the skies, but the TOs stole them.
They did. But you know what? They got to make sure that the games are getting run properly and that everyone is, everything's being communicated as effectively as possible. For sure.
Yeah, for sure. All right, rolling for primary for JD's activation here. So we got Dooku or the Shatterpoint card. He knows which is where, so this is totally his choice. And we're flipping Shatterpoint. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Yep, so Shatterpoint card coming up here. Now it's a matter of who is he going to want to utilize.
You think you go with Dooku now, knowing you get another activation with him right away? Use this turn to get a little more placement, and then the next round to really open up with those attacks?
Potentially. You really can kind of get Dooku wherever you want with that. So you're really kind of looking at, okay, so yeah, so he's going to move the B2s.
Moving those B1s up on top of the garage.
We have a judge now. Thank goodness.
He's going to be up here permanently?
So be it, yes.
All right. So we're talking about getting a judge installed here for the rest of these games today. Because while Aubrey knows the game and is letting us know what's going on, he is not a TO. He's not a judge. You got to remind the players that sometimes
well, they have someone standing.
We're
next.
not official.
They have someone standing next, and they think that you are a third party doesn't have any investment in the game. So I can ask you a question. It's like, that's not necessarily the role that we fill. We have judges that are here to fill that role.
Right.
Liam's up here to sit there and be that judge nonstop. So we will definitely be able to sit there and direct any type of rules, clarifications, that direction going forward.
Right. When I'm eyes, if they have a basic question, I don't mind answering it. But if it's like, if you need a ruling, we'll get a judge, because I'm not that.
Right.
All right, we got B2. Wait.
Nope.
So what do you do with the Shatterpoint?
I am
Dooku. I totally missed that whole activation. What happened?
I know.
I didn't see him even move anything. Well, either way, Matt's got his
It might have been Kraken.
MagnaGuards.
It might have been Kraken, because he moved the droids up on top. So I think it was Kraken, and he was just getting Kraken into place to sit there and control the point, the bottom middle, or the right middle point.
He's got two models there right now. So let's see. So it stayed in the middle? They moved it back to the middle, must be.
Yep, look that way.
So we're moving up with Magnus here, which we know how nasty they can be in melee.
Without a doubt.
They're, what's it called? Their expertise are real good at first support.
Their expertise is fantastic. So being able to just get a crit for one expertise, 2 crits for 2 expertise is just
and
phenomenal.
get their bodyguard up there as well to protect Dooku.
Yeah, they're just an overall solid unit. So there's so much. The protection protocols that keep on following their primaries, the bodyguard, the intercede, as well as you can't. If you do end up being able to attack a primary or secondary, is going to give that bodyguard cover 1. But if not, then it's like, well, if they can stop the engagement. Basically, they can stop someone from attacking your primary or secondary.
MagnaGuard attacking B1.
So MagnaGuards are going to go into the B1s here. So I'm going to re-roll that cocked dice.
Re-roll.
So it looks like 3 expertise. 3 expertise is going to be 2 crits.
Like we were saying, their expertise chart is good.
Yep. So one of each for JD here. Into the B1s, that expertise is not going to do anything, so just 1 block. So I believe that's going to be 4 down the tree. I believe that's their full tree for the MagnaGuards.
That's really good. So we got at least 3 damage, 2 shoves, and then a couple and then I don't know if they do need to do much healing. So we'll see if they go top or bottom there. I mean, 3 shoves is nice.
So yeah, he basically, I think he went the top end there and did 6 damage with 3 shoves, but basically just shoved him all the way back, and unfortunately went right into that piece of terrain. Is what it looks like happened there, and there should be a disarm on top of it.
3 shoves, disarm.
Yeah. And 6 damage.
And that is Matt as well.
Where'd he go? Taylor's being ridiculous again.
Isn't that kind of his job?
Yeah, I put in our group chat, like, I forgot mayonnaise, and he said, no, you. Yes, yes, that's what I said. I forgot.
I forgot it.
Maybe he's being, I don't see him here. Maybe he's going to go get me some mayonnaise because he's a nice kid.
That would be nice of him to do.
All right, still getting some movements and things during the MagnaGuard activation.
Yeah, got the ladders going flying over here.
No, ladder down. Ladder back up.
And he still has the other MagnaGuard. I think that's kind of what he's trying to figure out at this point in time is what is he going to do for that other MagnaGuard attack? Oh no! It looks like it was a Mama T response. So Mama T, and that's a big roll for that Mama T. 5 dice attack. It was 3 expertise, 2 blocks, 2 expertise by them. So that's 4 blocks. So the 2 crits are going to go through here.
You grab me some mayonnaise? Stuck. All right, still finishing up the Magnus?
Well, so I think there was a wound that happened, and I believe we had a Mother Talzin in response.
Okay.
After the wound is what it looks like happened here. So now we're going to the second MagnaGuard attack. We still have that. Yep, so now the other MagnaGuards are going to go into the B2s.
Those B2s are already a bit beat up.
Right.
Two crits, 2 hits.
2 crits, 2 hits is what it looks like. 1 block. Okay.
Oh, they're disarmed.
They are disarmed.
Well, get rid of it that way. Looks like nothing went through there.
I think there was 1. Because he had 2 hits, there was only 1 block in there.
Oh, it was 1 block. Okay.
So it looks like he got 1. So he still gets the shove off. So that's the one thing that is nice is they do have that really good displacement. So he's going to push them back 1. Just kind of keep them out of the fight for the most part here.
Yeah, they can do okay damage, not a ton of damage, but getting so many shoves so easily makes the Magnus real strong.
Without a doubt.
We know how good that is.
Definitely do.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Real close to taking the struggle there. Only 2 away at the moment. And our primary's the bottom one.
Bottom
again.
center. Yep, bottom center. So that's going to be your 2 points. And I believe Dooku is kind of like just chilling over there as it is.
And we know we have Dooku going. That was the last activation for this until he refreshes. Dooku gets his dash.
Yeah, Dooku has an automatic dash on his ability, as well as a Separatist unit within range 3. So I don't know if there's another Separatist in that range.
Shove City. Yeah, for real.
I mean, even it's just so good. I mean, one success gives you 1 shove, 2 successes give you 2 shoves. It's a great thing to do with that support unit.
Mm-hmm. Looks like he's down in the garage. Yep.
Switching stances to Force Mastery.
He's on Force Mastery, so it looks like we're getting a Force Lightning here. Zap. Yep, that's 8 dice.
That is 8 dice.
We got 3 expertise, I think. Would be 2 crits and a damage. Not sure who that was into.
I believe it's probably going to be into the MagnaGuard.
Big bullies. MagnaGuards are big bullies.
4 damage, disarm.
So 4 damage and a disarm.
1 from the expertise, 2 successes.
Who was that into?
Attacking the Magna.
Magna. Okay, you were right.
The
Magna.
Magna.
Figured, just wanted to confirm. Doesn't quite get it back to his side, gains a momentum, so Matt could very well take the struggle this round, which will take us to struggle 3.
Yep.
Record time.
Yeah,
This
nice.
is super fast to get to the 3rd struggle.
Yeah, this one went a lot quicker than our last game. So
This is his last activation with the Shatter Point. I mean, fantastic time for Shatter Point. That should really, unless something really bad happens, should guarantee the struggle here. Then he has to score 3 or 2 and a wound.
correct. Yeah.
Which with the Shatter Point should be pretty easy with Dooku or who's the other primary again?
He has Dooku
Cad
and
Bane,
Cad
right?
Bane. So really what we're trying to look at is like where are the points that he has. He still has that top point from what I believe and the back point. So no matter what, he has 2 points. So Cad's going into Mama Talzin.
All right. Where is Cad Bane? I can't
He's
see him
down.
from my
I believe he's down kind of in the trench here between the center line and the other in the back line.
Was he right next to Jango?
I believe so. So 1, 2 crits,
There's a little piece of terrain just blocking my view of him.
4 strikes. So no expertise, but he has 2 crits, 4 strikes, 2 failures. So yeah, definitely a pretty
That's
solid.
pretty good. Hi, Heather. Checking out some Star Wars.
Oh, good roll by Mama
Wow. That's a
4
fantastic roll.
4 blocks. And then Mom, let's see, I think she is going to, on top of that, what is her expertise to here?
Oh, they just call her Mom. It's
her
so
mom.
good.
That's going to be at least 2 more blocks and reducing a crit to a hit. So it looks like probably only 1 critical.
1 or
that's gonna
2
go
there.
through.
It's probably not what he wanted.
But I think if he had one of the priority points at the bottom here, which I believe he did, that's going to automatically win it for him no matter what. I mean,
Yeah.
because I don't think you attack into Mom if that's not something. Yep. Rocket boots. It
Rocket
is.
boots.
So he's kind of like looking to get himself.
Yeah, Heather, I keep getting winter weather advisories from home, even though, we're a 13-hour car ride away. I hear there's something. I don't mind missing it when it's not even getting me a snow day. A snow day Monday would be awesome to have another day to recover before going back to work.
I ended up taking Tuesday off.
Oh.
So 1 day to travel and then Tuesday just to recover from travel.
That's a good idea.
So
And
that
is
is the
the
end of that
struggle. So tie it up, going to struggle 3.
Yep. And they're making fantastic time, these guys. They have about an hour left at this point in time.
I can't believe how fast this one's going. It's nice when you're getting to the higher level play. It's usually pretty quick.
Yeah.
Shatterpoint is still very new, obviously, but we're doing the Premier Showdown. You got people that have practiced these a bit and know what they're doing.
No.
I bet that Ricola is way too loud in my mouth. I thought that might be okay, but it's clicking around in my teeth. I don't want people to have to listen to that. What? Heather's messaging me now. What's up? Oh, no, it's not loading. It's been icy all day. Now there's some big flakes coming down. Oh, video. Nice.
Yeah, I don't miss that all that much.
I mean, it's pretty.
It's beautiful.
It looks nice.
It looks beautiful.
I love the Wi-Fi's not good enough to load. I'll watch it later. Thank you. I love that. I love the look of it. As a New Yorker, I don't mind snow. I'm not a huge fan of shoveling it, obviously. And as a teacher, I love snow days because it's like
Day off.
But the way that it's built, they're built into the schedule. So even though my school has 6 snow days for the year, 6 emergency days, we used 1 in early December, and we've had hardly any snow since. So we get snow day give back days, and it's like, I'll take it.
So this is one of those offset ones.
Top one.
So ooh, we're all over the place from here. Blast our way out. You're tired of the snow? Well, you know, you live in New York, so the cold. Oh yeah. Again, this year hasn't been very cold either.
No.
I don't know if you've had any like single digit days, which usually February we get like a week of single digits and it's miserable.
Yeah. No, I was stationed in Alaska when I was in the military.
Oh,
man.
okay.
So
yeah, you know.
I've lived cold. I mean, upstate New York is just as cold though.
It can be.
To be fair,
there's a couple of years ago where Buffalo had record lows. It was colder in Buffalo than it was in Alaska at the time.
And those crazy ice storms that you would get in there as well, just like
with the polar vortex coming down from Canada. Like, thanks Canada.
Yeah, thanks a lot, you Canucks.
But yeah, this year's been like nothing.
No, not too bad. Not too bad.
So I don't mind missing it. Like,
No.
I know it snowed here yesterday, but I haven't left the convention center since we got here.
I haven't either.
We were going to go out to dinner the first night, and then we went too late, so we just got it delivered instead.
Yeah, I think we just ordered Portillo's last night.
Oh, that's what we had the other night. That's real good. What'd you get?
I just got a hot dog and fries.
Just a Chicago dog?
Just a Chicago dog and fries.
Well, yeah, if you're on a mountain, Heather, that's different. Sorry, what was this?
I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like four strikes, 1 crit, 2 expertise.
Oh, we got the B1s now. Oh,
B1's attacking MagnaGuard. That's a great roll for B1s.
For real. That's fantastic.
That is a great
the
roll.
The 2 expertise get them what? 1 more hit?
Probably. It might be a crit or like with 2. Let's see. Is it gonna? Yeah, 1 more hit.
Yeah, 5 hits and a crit.
There's
block
a much
and
better
3.
roll for
expertise becomes a block, so looks like a crit and a hit going through.
crit and a hit going through.
So Matt matched that great attack roll with a really good defense roll as well.
Yeah, worked out well for him there. So now we get to see that B1s do not hit that hard, to be honest.
They don't do a lot on there.
No, they don't. So I mean, overall,
2 damage and a reposition.
Yeah, 2 damage reposition.
Reposition is nice though.
Yeah, getting them into range of that point that is that has been lit up is definitely important here. So he's getting those B2s right onto that point in the right-hand side in the center.
Yeah, if you can grab a little early lead here and make it so if JD does that and Matt has to kind of really work to pull it back to his side, that'll be. We're not anywhere near mission critical yet, but no. I kind of wish that third struggle was just straight up mission critical every time. I like the growing, momentum. It makes it more
tense.
Yeah, tense. That's the word I was looking for. And I like that.
Yeah, the building of intensity as you go through that is like, okay, you got a momentum. Yeah. So it looks like he wounded. There was. Yeah, looks like he wounded him because he does get a momentum there.
Oh, he wounded him.
Yeah, he did.
Nice.
He got the momentum there, scoring 3 points.
And then Matt flips the Magnus.
Yeah, right off the bat, putting him that back up. Uh-oh.
Thank you.
Got the mayo.
I got mayonnaise thrown at me. In a good way.
Is there any other way?
I don't know. Well, I mean, if you're Tim, it's always bad because he hates mayonnaise.
Yeah, fair enough.
Looks like Aubrey doesn't like mayonnaise either. Don't appreciate the egg and oil, essentially. There's a little bit on here, but not nearly enough.
Yeah, I got one of those sandwiches yesterday. They go pretty light on the mayo.
Look at all that bacon, too. There's like a total of a half a slice of bacon on there.
And they pile it all into one spot. All right, so what do we got going on here? Looks like MagnaGuards are going to kind of shimmy their way up to that point. The other ones are going to move back to the other point.
Taking all them points. Where did our primary end up this time?
Aubrey, which one is the priority point? So it's the bottom left point is going to be your priority point.
So Matt's already got that, right?
Yep. So that's scoring him 2.
So you might have to work a little bit to score 3 and get it back to the middle?
Correct. Maybe. I mean, as long as he can get a shove on those B2s that are up on top there, He should be able to push them off the point and get them off there, so it's scoring 3. So
very little effort is needed for that.
So that's what he's going right now. Is going to go with those MagnaGuards into those B2s. It does have a crit. There's at least 2 strikes, 2 failures, but 1 expertise is going to go ahead and turn into another crit.
All right, so not terrible.
2 expertise for the B2s. Not the greatest.
Is it 1 or 2 blocks?
Just 1v1 block. So 3 are going to go through on the MagnaGuard, which is going to be pretty solid for them.
Yeah, for real.
5 damage, down to 4 from protection.
So 5 damage, but which is going to go down to 4 because they have protection. So 2 shoves and a disarm, I'm assuming.
2 shoves. 2 shoves. Alright. Looking where we can do the show. Follow up.
So he shoves 1 into the there, and I think he's trying to shove them down off of the point as well, if he can. I think that's what he's trying to do.
Oh, it's the I was trying to think who can I see through that doorway? It's the MagnaGuard.
It's the MagnaGuards, yep.
Like, who has that stance? Oh, it's got the pole. Got it.
Dad is using his ability to do 2 more damage, which will wound them.
Oh.
Activating
So basically what he was checking there was he was checking to make sure that he got the B2s in range of CAD. So you can use CAD's special ability that he has to go ahead and do 2 additional damage.
And now Mother Talzin will also trigger.
So what that does, so there's a lot of triggers that are happening right here. So basically that caused that 2 damage that he was able to do through no one gets between me and a job. No, because me and my job, I should say. That did 2 damage to the B2s, wounding them. So in turn, that triggers Mother Talzin's Wrath of the Great Mother ability. So Mother Talzin will now be able to go ahead and dash and make a 5 dice ranged attack into the MagnaGuards. 1 damage and a disarm goes into the MagnaGuards off of that. So just 1 success there. So because she was on her wrath side, but hey, that's it's something. And giving them disarm is kind of a good deal to do. He is going to go ahead and flip that point. That is going to give him a total of 3 points.
Back to the center.
Back to the center. Gets momentum. And now we're going to go back to JD over here, and JD's going to see what they can do. So you were wanting to have a mission critical, and we're getting tons of momentum going on anyway.
Pretty much, yeah. Between that wound and the landing in the center, they both have 3 momentum right now after 1 activation each.
Right.
Let's see. We got.
I believe that's going to be
focus. Bottom left, I think, is the priority.
I believe so.
Right, that's the focus, isn't it?
The expertise, I believe that is the expertise.
Or yeah, expertise.
Yeah, it looks like the expertise is that bottom right one.
So that's going to be tougher for JD to get. Looks like Matt has 2 on it right now, V2s and MagnaGuard.
And I mean, that was
unless those are JD's B2s somehow.
No,
I don't think he got them that far up.
No, but I think that is a great play by Matt to sit there and bring the MagnaGuards back on there just to secure that last point. Make sure you're doubled up on that point.
Yeah, for real.
So he did not so fast here.
Not so fast. Everybody's favorite.
Yep, exactly.
Looks like it did 2. I think I heard him say. Who's it on? Oh, we got Savage.
Just doing a little bit of change there. So yeah, put some damage on Savage though.
You saw that Jango not so fast.
Did 4?
4.
So 4 damage on that not so fast into Savage.
Woof. That's a heck of a shot.
It is. Why not so fast? It never worked out that way for me. I'm usually 1 or 2.
Every time I play Tim and he uses it, it's debilitating. I'm like, oh, great, now I got wounded. Oh, all right, great, I got this.
You're right.
Like, it's nice that it doesn't do, it's not like an attack, it doesn't do statuses or anything, but still,
Paying 2 for Furious Run.
extra damage never hurts
Never
the
does.
one doing the damage.
Kimberly says in Ohio, he's got some central Ohio. It's windy and cloudy, but that's her model for the normal weather out there.
It's always better and worse somewhere else, right? I had a friend lives in Ohio. He always used to say that he went to college in New York, and he always thought it was funny how different weather could be. An hour drive away, it's completely different, even half an hour. And out in Ohio, it's like you can look and see what the weather's going to be like in 2 weeks. Oh, look at the clouds over there because it's so flat.
3 failures on that attack roll.
Don't like the weather? Wait 10 minutes, it'll be something else. Well, thanks, Heather. You open up multiple tabs, be on the Twitch and the YouTube at the same time.
Right.
Just 3 damage.
So only 3 damage going through over here. So it's not going to be enough to really put them down.
And it doesn't look like it's going to be enough to take that point or anything.
Not at all.
Try living in the UK, it never stops raining, right? We were just talking about that with my 8th grade students, talking about like global weather patterns and why it's so much warmer and rainier in the UK than it should be based on its latitude.
Oh, we got people connecting with their LGS, like from LGS to LGS over here. That's fantastic.
My friend Alex lives in Columbus too, I think. Pretty sure.
Only scoring 1 here. And it's going to be on the point that Matt controls here. So he's got basically
good.
scoring, at this point in time, scoring 3 points.
It's good for Matt.
Definitely good for Matt.
Like, certainly not in a position to win with this activation, but can make a strong push here to really get it deep on his side, maybe get a wound to get more momentum.
So, yeah, from wounded to injured with the B2s.
Oh, I forgot the B2s were wounded, so Savage was actually really close to taking that point. If he just had a shove.
Yeah.
But they are no longer wounded, so they're going to be in their relentless assault here.
I think he's measuring out a full movement right here.
Oh,
so
right, there's a dash, isn't it?
It is a dash for that, so I'm not quite sure where he's looking at this point in time.
Might just advance and attack.
But the relentless advance is going to cost 2 at this point in time because they went onto their injured side.
Probably not worth it, especially since at least the middle one's already in a really good position.
Right.
And if you're going to spend 2, at this point you probably want to spend it on suppressive saturation fire.
Without a doubt.
Anyway.
Yeah, I think you're wanting to try and just do the attacks to try and get maybe another wound in there, maybe take something to do somebody off a point. So that's where Matt's kind of like he's kind of thinking of what line of play he wants to take here.
William says if Savage just had 1 shove, been there before, right?
Yeah.
If only. So now we're grabbing a dash tool. So I think we're probably climbing. He didn't flip force, so I'm assuming that's an advance to climb.
And basically just kind of moving the B2s into a little bit better position there.
First B2 attack into Savage.
All right, so the B2 on the bottom here is going to go with a melee attack into Savage. So
He's already pretty hurt, so they might wound him here. And take him off of that point for the rest of this round.
Right.
If he gets wounded.
The 2 expertise are just going to turn into damage. It's just a 1 damage because it is a melee. The expertise on that side.
Oh, if they're in melee, it's not even damage, it's a hit.
Right.
So it looks like he still has 2 there. Looks like 2 went through. Dropping some tokens on Savage. I believe he
2 or 3.
wounded. I think I see a wounded token on him.
Yeah, so that's going to be some momentum right off the bat there.
Getting some measurement here.
I think they're just kind of talking about. So Savage can go ahead and do a jump in response.
Right, from his expertise. That's a real strong ability there.
So he's going to go and put himself in that position over there.
With B2's back up, Matt will keep that point.
Well, yeah, exactly. Especially with Savage going down here, like, and he was just activated. So unless you shatter point him to try and take that point back, that's the only way it's really going to happen. But
Now paying for saturation fire and attacking into the
so now saturation fire into the other the B2s going into the B1s at the bottom. That was a wound on there, wasn't it? Didn't he wound him or no?
It looks like a wounded token on his card over there.
And that
The B1's already... Are the B1s already wounded? I think they're injured now.
no, Savage only has 6 damage on him, so he's not wounded.
Yeah, Matt didn't get a momentum, so he was not a wounded Savage. I forgot Savage was already injured.
3 damage and a shove onto the B2s.
B1s.
B1s, I mean, sorry, thank you.
From the B2s.
From the B2s.
This is B2 on B1 action.
Yeah,
Not B2, B2.
B2s into B1s.
And not to B or not to B.
There you go. So Matt's B1s were wounded and then went to their injured side when they activated.
So that's Matt scoring just the 2, it looks like. Or was it 3?
It should be
I think it was 3.
Here.
Yeah, it wasn't in the middle of the last one. B2s are going to reserve by JD, and he pulls Dooku.
Yeah.
Where's the priority? It's still in that left corner, bottom left.
Yeah,
just hanging out there.
And I've had that in multiple games where it's just that priority point just doesn't seem to want to move from one location. I mean, and that's working to Matt's advantage right now. Is like he's able to, because he's got 2 characters that are not wounded or injured, or not wounded, I should say, that are able to contest that one objective.
Yeah, so Dooku can definitely have something to say about that.
He certainly
can.
That
point pretty
easily. Can.
Especially with Kraken getting a dash. See if that gets Kraken within 2. I don't think so.
I don't think so. It looks like he's going to be a little outside of that range.
Using Dooku's ability on Kraken.
So the point is basically in the underneath Savage there in the corner. Looks like Kraken. Is Kraken in range? I don't think so from this angle.
I don't think so.
Kraken is not.
Kraken is not in range. Okay. That's a big deal.
So JD's kind of looking over here, like he's lining up where he wanted him to go, and everything along those lines. And now I think we're looking at.
I wonder if that's going to bite him with Dooku not being able to get in there as easily.
Because he has the Dooku that's down at the bottom level.
Yep. Now he's right underneath Matt's
the
Dooku. So that was his own dash.
And I think he's just kind of trying to debate what he wants to do because he still has his 2 actions to go. Definitely probably going to be putting an attack into somebody.
I would assume. I don't know if there's any ladders right there, though, to get
there's a ladder underneath.
There's a ladder here?
There's a ladder on that, right underneath where Dooku is standing, but Dooku is preventing the other Dooku from being able to climb up that based off of his placement.
Yeah, and there's another ladder on the left side of that raised up spot right next to Savage, but I don't think there's going to be anything.
Based off of the placement of those crates, and with the other 2,
I don't think he's going to be able to place within 1.
I will say that I placed those crates there personally last night, so I know that there's not going to be enough space.
Right, which I think is good. It shouldn't be easy to surround a point. Oh no, I knocked over everything.
Terrain down, but yeah,
Bridge,
no,
ladder.
The intent that was kind of the intent was to make a little bit of a complex point over there, because we did measure out exactly where that on sabotage or on shifting priorities, where that point was going to be. And there was a very intentional placement of that scattered terrain, actually.
I like that. Because it shouldn't be right out in the open where everybody can jump on it super easy.
Yeah.
Like that middle point up top, you put one larger base up there, and then no one else can get to it.
Yeah, I do like that. I mean, it was like, and that's what the kind of the puzzles that were like, that you try to make with the different types of terrain that you have, is making sure that, you know, how does that interact with gameplay, and how can you make this more challenging or less challenging? So
I think that's the strength of this game too.
It is definitely, without a doubt. Like those layers of complexity that you can have.
So this is going to be a little tough for JD here. Can get the right placement of Dooku. You know, the cube is currently on Matt's side, so he needs to get as many points as he can to not leave it over there.
Correct. Yeah, I mean, JD, like right now, JD's only, like, he still only has the 1 point that he controls. Just the one where the B2s are on his side of the board in the center. The other two are still controlled by Matt. So
Flipping over to Makashi.
So he's flipping over to his Makashi side for Count Dooku, I should say.
So he's staying on the ground there. It looks like he's blasting into someone. Pretty good amount of targets here. So who is he targeting, Aubrey? The Magna.
Into the Magna.
Okay, zapping the Magnas. The old zippity zap.
Zip, zap, zoom.
Okay.
Turns into 3 blocks. Pretty solid there. 1 expertise.
One goes through. So he gets another hit and a damage from that. So it looks like.
And the reason being was because he wanted to get those shoves off on there. The one thing is it's not going to flip the point still.
I forgot for a minute, Savage is his.
Savage is JD.
Yeah, Savage is in his own way, though.
Correct. So Savage is his. It was interesting that he did move him over there. So either way. So basically at this point in time, what we're looking at is scoring 1, getting the momentum. So
couldn't quite get to that priority spot.
Matt
It's
keeps
still
it on the point
there.
that he owns.
That's like the 4th in a row.
That is. So right now Matt is scoring.
Oh, what time is it?
It's 5 till 1. So right now Matt is scoring 3 points. If he can find a way to flip that bottom point or do a wound,
He could get it here.
he
Yeah,
wins it here.
So it's within his grasp.
There is a line. Yeah. Yeah, there is a line here.
Let's see who he gets, though.
Yeah.
Who does he want here? Probably his Dooku?
No, I think he wants something on the other. Is Dooku on the other side of the board?
Well, Dooku's on top of the garage.
I don't think he wants Dooku.
So where's the other point he needs?
I think like a shadow point would be ideal.
Oh, well, yeah,
Definitely. It's the other point is if we're looking down, it's on the middle point.
Oh, on the right. Oh,
on the right-hand side. It's owned by the
right
B2.
next to it.
You have Cad Bane up on top over here.
Oh, that's where Cad Bane went.
And he pulls Count Dooku.
Wow. Okay.
So
he did get Dooku.
In all reality,
you reserve that?
No.
Dooku could get to that point.
Yeah, it's possible.
Probably.
It's possible.
Yeah, because I mean, do you really go all out to try to get the 4 points and momentum? Because he's pretty comfortable right now with what's going on. Maybe play it a little safe and try to get the win next round.
Potentially. The B1s have 5 damage on them, you know? So if you get into melee range with those B1s...
It wouldn't be that difficult to get over there and daze them.
No, because it's...
We'll injure him. Wound him. Yeah.
So if you get into melee range with him...
So sticking with him. We got his dash. Now he's advancing.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of where the play is right
onto
now.
the other walkway.
He might be going down.
If it fits, it sits.
Yeah, he's going down. So, yeah, he's going to get into melee range with these B1s right now is what he's going to do. He's going to put an attack into him. It removes that hunker from the B1s that they had. Now, basically, just go ahead and put an attack into him.
And their melee defense is awful.
It is.
It is terrible.
It's 5 melee. Yeah. So we're looking at doing the attack into the B1s here. This might be it. We can see
look like a fantastic roll, but you don't need a fantastic roll against B2,
And
B1s.
that is nothing.
Zero.
That is zero.
1 expertise gives you nothing. So whatever he rolled there goes through. Was it
Yeah.
5?
5 successes is basically. I think
I think that's going to be game.
6 successes. I think this is going to be doing it.
That's his whole chart, isn't it?
It's just about like we're looking at. Yeah, 3, 6, 3, and 5. Yeah.
No matter what, he can go the whole length of it, which will certainly give him the wound. And then if he can get to that point, does he have any jumps or anything?
He's already on the point. I mean, because Dooku is.
Oh, did he get to it?
Yeah, he's basically right here.
10 damage?
10 damage.
They, only 9 because of protection.
Only 9 because of protection, but he really only needed to do 4 there. Basically going to kind of move him on the point. I don't know if anyone else is within range 2. I don't think so. I think that's going to... Yeah, that wounds them for sure, so that gives them that momentum.
With shoves and follow-up, really secure that.
So I believe that if that flips the point, he wins.
There's the shake.
There is the shake. What a match. That was amazing match.
That was a good one. Nice and close.
Yeah, I mean, Matt coming back. There is proof, ladies and gentlemen, that on shifting priorities, if you win the first one, you do not necessarily win the game because Matt came back and won struggles 2 and 3.
Yeah.
So there it is.
Good play by both sides here. That was a good one.
Thank you for watching round 2 of the Premier Showdown event live from Adepticon 2024. We want to congratulate Matt on his victory in round 2 as he took down the JD with his Count Dooku Mother Talzin list. Again, congratulations to Matt. Thank you everyone for watching, and may the Force be with you.